don't make you pick just one thing to represent. If you have 5 businesses, come in, we're gonna love you up with all 5 of them. We're gonna help you stay focused so that you can build the one that you're really focused on while still, working those multiple income streams. So, if you come in with 5 boyfriends, we're gonna help you, so it's life and business, whatever it is. But women tend to wear multiple hats. And as you can see here, we're traveling the whole U.S. homeschooling our boys. So I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a business owner, I'm a friend, I'm a colleague and daughter. There's a lot of different hats that I wear, and at times I feel like I don't do any of them well because I'm doing too much. And I don't know if any of you have ever felt that way. But what I find is when I can be in a room filled with women, and I say that, they're all nodding their heads and they get it. And right then I feel like my heart is warmed, and I'm with people that understand what's going on in my life. And it doesn't make it excusable or anything, it's just the way it is, and we're all doing the best job that we can. And so at Chicks Connect, we really focus on that personal and professional growth and development. We focus on connecting women locally and globally. So some of the cool things that I was telling Tiffany about, she's like, well, why don't they do that? Why don't they do that? I'm like, I know, and there's so many opportunities for marketing. So I want to talk a little bit about the nuts and bolts of marketing first, and then some of the personal benefits that you get out of this. First of all, if you haven't been to our website, on our website, I wanted it to be about the members, not about me. And so you'll see a spotlight chick. So every month we feature a chick that's nominated by the other chicks that's doing really great things, and she takes front and center on the website. We also have Chick of the Month, and we pick Chick of the Month. So any chick that we feel is doing an outstanding job helping grow Chicks Connect, or maybe they just launched a chapter, we want to feature them on the front of the website. Also, anyone multiple times over can write blogs. You can send blog articles into me daily, and we'll post those on our Chicks blog. You can put your links there. So promotion, promotion, promotion. Oftentimes, I've found the women that I've worked with have a hard time bragging about themselves. So let us do it for you. Let us build you up. Let your sister chicks promote you on Facebook and on social media, and cross-promote each other. And so that's what we're doing, is building a community, a global community of women really supporting, promoting, and encouraging one another. So those are some of the kind of nuts and bolts that you can receive. There's also a personal profile on the website. But the chapters meet once a week, and they find a location. There's not this many in a chapter, maybe only 8 to 14 or so in a chapter, because we have a particular guideline that we follow during the chapter meeting. We want everyone to be heard. And in a big, so kind of the difference between networking and mastermind. Networking, you want a lot of people together, and you're exchanging business cards, and you're doing business and exchanging leads. In a mastermind, it's an educational platform, essentially. So you're setting goals, and you're holding one another accountable to achieving those goals. So the layout of a meeting is really quite simple. The structure's there, but the chapters take on their own culture. And so it starts with the opening, the Chicks Creed. So if you look at the back of your bookmark, that's our Chicks Creed. And remember, I talked at the beginning about providing massive value. Well, if everyone shows up to the meeting and provides massive value, everyone will receive as well. So we really live by that creed, and it does a lot of the sorting out for us. Some people are worried, well, what if we get someone that's really negative, or someone that's, an energy drainer? And I said, they won't want to be in our space. And it's okay. It's okay that they don't want to. This is really nurturing and growing. So we have, we open up with the Chicks Creed. Then there's the first 20 minutes is really focusing on the Chicks Connect development lesson. So I'm going to pass these books around, but it'll give you an idea. Like here's April week 1 was personal interest. April week 2, online marketing resources. So you can see the different curriculum that all of the members receive. And then, so all the members receive that via email. It's also in the back of our website. And then here's some more that we can pass around so you get an idea. Goal setting. Each month is a different theme, and then there's a lesson that goes along with those. And then the first 20 minutes is left talking about that lesson. And then there's a 10-minute featured chick, and that rotates between the women. So you each get your chance to be the 10-minute featured chick. And a lot of times in the chapter meetings, they'll take that 10 minutes, their very first one, talk about their business. The second one, they might teach a skill or a lesson to the women. We even had one of our chicks teach the women how to do a hula dance because she's from Hawaii. So it really brings people together into that know, like, and trust factor because they really get to know one another on a deeper level. So I want to open it up to questions. But getting in, last thing for the meeting, the accountability check-in. So everyone asks for accountability in their personal life and their professional life. And then they all go around the circle, ask for that weekly accountability, and then they check in the next week to make sure that they accomplish that goal. Now, if they didn't accomplish their goal, there's some work around that. You know, how did you feel blocked? What happened? Did things interfere? Do you need a sister chick to go with you if you're trying to do yoga 3 times a week? You know, what's going on? Why aren't you fulfilling your goals? So ways to get involved in Chicks Connect. Become a member. So our membership is $27 a month, and it's month by month. You can quit at any time. You can stay for life. But it's a month-to-month commitment of $27. And then you can also be a chair chick. So that's what Tiffany does. She still pays the same $27. She just decided, I want to lead a group. I want to be a leader of this organization. When you do that, you get the Chair Chick Toolkit, and this shows you how to do everything. So as a leader, you'll get this. I'll pass this around so you can take a peek. But everything is broken down step by step. A lot of our chapters have launched, and I haven't physically been there. You don't need me. You know, she could just read the book to the group and be just fine. And then you can also be what's called an affiliate. So affiliate refer members to our organization. That's why you see some men here today, because they want to know about Chicks Connect, because they want to refer their female network to our organization. And they want to know, like, and trust me. They want to know that what they're doing is in alignment with who they are. And then we also look for experts. We look for speakers, trainers. We look for anyone that wants to share a message with our organization to do either a Google Hangout with me or an interview on a teleseminar, and then all that also goes in the library of resources. And then we also look for charities. So there's really 5 ways that you can get involved with Chicks Connect, and I just want to open it up to questions at this time. Charles?
What's the expected time that it's going to take for each meeting?
An hour is the agenda. And I want to tell you 2 different stories. This was founded in Lake Oswego, Oregon. And we have 2 chapters there. We have Ladies of the Lake, and we have the Early Bird Chicks. You get to name your own chapter, so they create their own culture. The Ladies of the Lake, it's run by a financial planner. They follow the agenda to a T. They're in a boardroom, and there's a time chick and the chick with the bic, and those are all the leadership roles we can talk about later. But they run that meeting, front to back, 60 minutes, in and out of there. Now the Early Bird Chicks are run by a graphic designer who's really loving, who spends a lot of time talking at the beginning, and sometimes their meetings can be 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Now the interesting thing about these 2 meetings is the one that's the graphic designer that has the 2-hour meeting, she has 17 people that have already signed up for her chapter. The one that's run to the T by the book, in, out, they have 5 members in their chapter. Now both of them are running really well, but people, it tells me that women are more attracted to the, I need the support, not just the business structure. And we offer both, and you get to determine if you're the chair chick, you get to determine the culture of your meeting. Do you want it to be mostly business? You'll talk about a few personal things, or do you want it to really, dive into that personal stuff, or mixture of both? So good question. Yes, Kathleen?
Can you have multiple chapters in the same location?
Yes.
So somebody else, if let's say I was interested and I wanted to have my own chapter, I
Yes,
could do that.
yes, please do, because remember, we limit the amount of people in them, and really 8 to 10 is a great number, because otherwise it gets too big, you can't get the work done that needs to be done and let everyone be heard during the meeting.
One more question.
Yes.
So let's say there's another chapter, and like say Tiffany's on a chapter, can we still collaborate and do stuff too?
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, so in the Oregon area, which is where I'm from, the whole first year was building out Oregon before we hit the road. And we have about 20 chapters in Oregon, Vancouver, so all within about 30 miles of one another. There are 25 chapters. And so they'll do once a month or once every other month a Chicks Mix. That's a networking thing. All the chapters get together, they have a potluck, and that's when you're just being social and having fun. Another element to the meeting is there are fun chicks. That's an assignment. So we have charity chicks, fun chicks, chick with a big, chair chick, membership chicks. So we have all these different assignments. But the fun chicks need to schedule fun activities for the chapter. And so whether you do that alone as your own individual chapter or invite the other chapters to come along. The other great thing, we have a couple women who attend more than one chapter. So there's an insurance agent that just loves chicks, and she gets something out of each of the different chapters. So she goes to 3 meetings a week, all different days and times. So, you know, you can have multiple chapters. And it'd be great to also do an evening one, which I think you might have an informational meeting, because we still have some 9-to-5ers that want to be, you know, part of something. And so to have an evening meeting for them is good. Other questions? And questions for Tiffany too, if you have any for her.
If you're a member, the $27 a month, that includes all the others? Or
Yes.
you pay per?
Yes, nope, and when you come to Oregon, you go to all those, and when you, if you missed your meeting, you wanna hop on the online chicks every Tuesday night, you can hop on with the online chicks, and that, if you have global businesses, which some of you do, it's great to hop on there because we have Florida and Chicago and Portland, and then you get to meet all those women as well. So it's cool to get, to have that access.
So you're saying that, like, to her add-on to a question is like, let's say if I'm going to Denver and there's
Yes.
a chicken thing in Denver, I can attend a
Yes,
meeting over there.
yes, and that's my vision. My vision is that there will be chapters all over the world. So wherever you're traveling, it's like Rotary, right? You know, Rotary or Red Hat Society, but this is for women in business. Are you in Red Hats?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I know Becky's in Red Hats too. Are you? She's the queen. Oh, you're the queen, yes, yes. So this just has a different spin because it's women in business, you know, because that's who I am. So, but I want it to be everywhere, and that's why we're traveling, you know. I mean, lucky me to have a husband and kids willing to live in a motorhome for the next 3 years, so we can get this baby launched, you know.
If I could add to that, what I like about the whole global feel of it too, is not just that you can visit somewhere when you go, but if you have friends that live elsewhere. You know someone who lives in Florida, I've already got a couple of friends that's like, I want to call up and say, you've got to go check out a chapter meeting, see what you think. And it would just be so neat to have that, to be able to connect with your friends across the country because you're all in the same group.
The other thing is we're having our very first, I don't like the word convention because I want to do these like 7 times throughout the year, so it's not just one convention. But we're having our very first celebration in Portland, Oregon, because that's where the bulk of our chicks are right now. So July 18 through 20, if you want to come, I mean, if you're a chick and want to come, or if you're just a guest and want to come, that's fine. But we're going to do a 2-day workshop with breakout sessions and really get to know you type things. Friday night, and this is where some people think I'm weird, but every woman I've shared it with thinks it's great. We'll do like a secret slumber party or a PJ party. So after the business stuff, we get in our comfies, and then we do really fun girly stuff throughout the evening. And then all day Saturday is a picnic for families, barbecue families to get to know one another. But I want to duplicate that model, you know, here next time we come here, and Chicago and Florida and all that. So you're more than welcome to attend any of those. And some of the chicks are already saying, hey, if you're coming to Portland from far away, you can stay at our house. So that's another, you know, it's a neat, it feels neat. Yeah, Charles.
Like say, how many times can you visit the group before you become a member?
A couple times. So you, and you know, we aren't really strict on that. We would like people to decide, yes, this makes sense to me, I want to join. If somebody's kind of abusing that, then the chair chick calls me and says, this person's been here 2 times, you know, and they aren't making a decision, then I'll be involved.
And then once they're a member, is it mandatory that they go every week? Or is
No. So you don't get in trouble if you don't go. You don't have to find a substitute if you don't go. This is your responsibility. You are your responsibility. The thing is, don't be surprised if you don't show up 5 or 6 times and your sister chicks are like, you know, you come when it's your 10-minute and then you don't show up to support us. What's going on? You know, I mean, this is the kind of relationship that you'll build with your sister chicks, you know. So the accountability piece is huge. And we've had women say after coming a couple times, I really don't like to be accountable. So this isn't for me. And I said, great, that's not for you. You know, the accountability word, they don't want to grow. They want to stay where they are. It's totally fine. Then it's, you know, we say we're here when you're ready. You know, we're here when you're ready.
I have another question.
Yes.
When you say globally, what is your vision when you say globally? Like, I know right now it's all within America, so what's your future, just to see what your dreams, like what your vision is.
Right, my dreams are when we're, finished traveling the US for 3 years, if my kiddos need to go to South America or Europe to launch over there, then we go there and we do that. So I did not mean to create, I didn't tell the story of kind of how this was created, but I did not mean to create this. I believe it was a gift. We had just relocated to a new city, and I did not want to network. I was very well known in the city where I was living. I had a huge team, I was doing send-out cards at the time, and I had a great community. And we moved to Portland from Bend, Oregon, which is where I was networked. In Portland, I was a teacher and a principal. My network was not business folks. So they saw me as a teacher and a principal, and I was like, that's not who I am anymore. I'm a business owner, I'm a professional organizer, and I'm a life coach, and I do send-out cards. And I didn't want to network there. And I had a huge tapping, huge, promptings, and I was ignoring them. And then finally, okay, I got some women together. So I got women together at Chuck's Coffee in Lake Oswego. 12 women showed up, I only knew 3 of them. I came with a structured agenda. I taught a lesson on how to identify your ideal client. And then we did this accountability check-in that I'm talking about. And I asked the women, okay, we have 12 women here. How can we support you personally? You could hear a pin drop. What do you mean? So one woman finally snapped, she said, well, I need more clients for more business cards, for more graphic. And I said, I said, how can we support you personally? How are your relationships? How's your health and wellness? How's your spirituality? And they were like, wow. One woman stood up and she said, I'm newly divorced, my kids are grown and gone. I'm lonely. I don't have any friends. I don't know how to make friends anymore now that my kids are grown and gone. And that's when we created the Fun Chicks. I'm like, okay, well, you got 12 women right here. Where are we going? We're going to a movie. We're going to go do something fun. We're going to go on a hike. Another woman said, I don't read for pleasure. I feel guilty if I try to read for pleasure. I feel like I have to be working all the time. Okay, what can we do to support you in that? How many, what book would you read if you could read for pleasure for the very first time? And then she named the book and we held her accountable the next week. They're like, can we do this again? I said, okay. So the next week we had this similar thing. During the middle of that meeting, meanwhile, I'm selling closets for Closet Factory. I have an organizing company. I have a team of 100 distributors with send-out cards. And I am a mom and a wife and all that. I'm working 4 jobs. I don't want another thing to do. But it came to me, from a gift greater than me. And I opened my mouth and I said, I'm sorry, I need a new chair chick. I need to open this up worldwide. Linda Rutledge shot up her hand, said, I'm a financial planner with MetLife. I'm in Toastmasters. I'd be an excellent chair chick. She's the one who runs the Ladies of the Lake. Still running it today. I left, I went home, all this information poured out of me. When I shared it with one of the women in the K-Town Chicks there in Salem, Oregon area, I said, I don't know where it came from. It just came. And she goes, Julie, you've been preparing for this your entire life. This is who you are. You're a teacher, you're an educator, and you value women in business and you love people. This is what you've been preparing for. And so I was like, okay, I'll create it. I didn't have the capital, I didn't have any backing, I didn't have the time at the time, And so last year is when I quit the Closet Factory. The Closet Factory is what paid for our house, our utilities, all the bills, right? While I was pursuing my passion. In order to do that, we had to quit Closet Factory and move out of our home and hit the road in a motorhome, which is really, inexpensive. And so I'm following this passion because it's my gift, and I'm meant to. So that's why I share it with you today. Yeah.
Are you having a meeting next week?
I'll be in San Diego, launching San Diego next week, but Tiffany will talk about her meeting, day, time, and place, and so we'll answer a ton of questions. I want to do fun stuff. I want you guys I want to know what your challenges are so we can maybe solve them while we're in this room, if at all possible. We have some people that jumped in, so before we do any more, let's have the people that haven't introduced themselves, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Rebecca with House Business.
Wonderful, glad you're here.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Aisha Lawrence with Weiss's Enterprises.
Oh, yes, right here.
narrow it down, but I'm Soraya Pinkston. I have a few different businesses. The Right Touch is most of it.
And name another one.
I'm the author, so I write books. I have two businesses, both called The Right Touch with the gem on the words. So.
Perfect, wonderful. Great, so other questions? Okay, so what we're looking for today essentially are people that want to help carry the message to other people, connect me with people all across the country. I'd love that. If this is right for you, there's an application on the back. And we can, TJ can get people signed up over at the computers. If you want to launch a chapter, if you feel the need to be a leader yourself and you want to get that going, I want you to come up and talk to me. But we're going to take a quick 10-minute kind of, are you leaving? Did I get your card?
I got extras.
Okay, and leave someone with your thing in case you win.
Oh, your ticket.
Your ticket. You don't have to be present.
Where's your little
Do you have your
ticket?
ticket? If not, we'll throw another one in for you and someone can, yeah. So other questions real quick before we, yes, Charles?
If we were to edify the meeting, what would you teach us to say to get somebody to go here?
Are you interested in personal and professional growth and development? Are you looking for a support network of women that would help you do that? Are you looking for success in your business? Stuff like that. Yes?
And we can always refer.